What's up, guys? Today we're going to solve a riddle. Yep, which is used in TED. And let's start. Thank you for TED for sponsoring this video, and we'll skip. Imagine an island where 100 people, all perfect logicians, are imprisoned by a mad dictator. There's no escape except for one strange rule. Any prisoner can approach the guards at night and ask to leave. If they have green eyes, they'll be released. If not, they'll be tossed into the volcano. As it happens, all 100 prisoners have green eyes, but they've lived there since birth, and the dictator ensures that they can't learn their own eye color. There are no reflective surfaces, and all water is in opaque containers. And most importantly, they're not allowed to communicate among themselves, though they do see each other during each morning's head count. Nevertheless, they all know that they would ever risk trying to leave without absolute certainty of success. After much pressure from human rights groups, the dictator reluctantly agrees to let you visit the island and speak to the prisoners under the following conditions. You may only make one statement, and you cannot tell them any new information. What can you say to help free the prisoners, and without incurring the dictator's wrath? And here is the conditions that you need. The answer will be in 3, 2, 1. So, wait. Okay. Here. So, you should say at least one of you have green eyes. The dictator is suspicious, but reassures himself that your statement could not change anything. You leave, and life on the island seems to go on as before. But on the 100th morning after your visit, all the prisoners are gone, each having asked to leave for the previous night. So how do you outsmart the dictator? It might help to realize that the amount of prisoners is arbitrary. Let's simplify things by imagining just two, Adria and Bill. Each see is one person with green eyes, and for all they know, that could be the only one. For the first night, each stays put, but when they see each other so down to the morning, they gain new information. Adria realized that if Bill had seen a non-green-eyed person next to him, he would have left the first night. After concluding the statement, could only refer to himself. Bill simultaneously realizes the same thing about Adria. A fact that the other person rated to each prisoner, his or her own eyes must be green. And on the second morning, they're both gone. But now, imagine a third prisoner, Adria, Bill, and Carl. So, see, two green-eyed people, but unsure if each of the others is also seeing two green-eyed people, or just one. They wait out the first night as before. The next morning, they still can't be sure. Carl thinks, if I have not green eyes, Adria and Bill were just watching each other, and will now both leave on the second night. But when he sees both of them the third morning, he realizes that they will have been watching him too. And Adria and Bill each have been going through the same process, and they all leave on the third night. Using this sort of inductive reasoning, we can see how the pattern will repeat no matter how many prisoners you add. The key is the concept of common knowledge, coined by philosopher David Lewis. The new information was not contained in your statement itself, but in telling it to everyone simultaneously. Now, besides knowing at least one of them has green eyes, each prisoner is also know that everyone is keeping track of all the green-eyed people they can see, and knows that each of them also knows this, and so on. What any given prisoner doesn't know is that whether they themselves are the ones who have the green-eyed people, the others are keeping track of. So as many nights have passed as the number of prisoners on the island. Of course, you could have spanned the prisoners 98 days on the island by telling at least 99 of you have green eyes. But when the meditators are involved, you're best off with a good head start. Thank you. Lesson by Alexander, narration by Anderson, animation by Artrike Studio, www.artrike.com. Thank you.